Hi, welcome to another episode of this video again. So we're going to show you exactly how this one-page website was able to generate well over 16 leads in the past 1 year of operation with just $100, less than $100 to set up, with the most recent lead being October 22nd, 2025. So if I can be honest with you right for a second, if you're a local business owner watching this, you probably know this feeling. You wake up, check your phones, and see your Facebook ads costing around anywhere between 500 to 2 grand this month again. And sure, you got some calls, but half of them were people just price shopping. The other half never showed up for their appointments. This may sound familiar, right? So here's what nobody tells you when you start paying for ads. They work, but the second you stop paying, the leads stop coming. It's like renting on your customers' flow every single month forever. I talked to a plumber last week who told me he's paying for Google Ads for 3 years. He spent well over $70,000. And you know what he said? If I turn them off tomorrow, my phone stops ringing by the next week. That's not a marketing strategy, that's a trap. And the worst part, the platforms know your stock, so they raise the prices. What cost you $12 per click last year now costs around $20. And new year, we know you end up working harder just to afford the ads that brings in the customers that pay for the ads. It's basically exhausting. But here's what I want you to know: it doesn't have to be this way. So basically, what you see on the market is you keep paying for ads. Why this is happening? So if someone searches, so if we're doing Google Ads, for example, if someone search for seamless gutters McKinney, Texas, which is the state I did the case study on, so it's a gutter company. I did a case study on this website, Gutters McKinney. So usually I'm looking for customers who are actively searching for gutter related services to actually book a customer online. So someone searches for seamless gutters McKinney, Texas. They're looking for a contractor to actually come out to their home to get their gutters done. So you'll kind of see these sponsored ads here. That's the first section you see. So there are basically three sections you see once someone searches on Google for a particular service. You see the ad section, then you see the local section, the local map section, which you have another ads here again. So you can see, you can count the spot now. You have one ad here, 2, 3. Then you have another one here, 4. 4 sponsored ads above the fold. So these are already stealing out the real estate where your website is actually going to show. So if you don't have a Google business profile, the only way to get ranking is get ranking below the map section, below the map pack. They call this the map pack. So basically, the three business appears here. All of these three businesses has signals Google looks at to actually get them ranking on this first page of Google. So this is the spot where we got our website ranked. These blue links over here, the first 10 results. So you want your website to be within the sweet spot, between these 1 to 3 spots here. So we got as position number 2 for these specific keywords. From these website tabs, we see a number of related keywords that we're targeting, where we have our website showing up for multiple variations of these keywords. So for this case, we're just going to stick to this one that we have right here. So aside from all of this, so because of the competition that we have in the market, so Google tends to raise the price of ads every single day because a lot of businesses are springing up, a lot of people are building businesses, and they want to show up in the search. So they tend to spend almost 30% of their 20 to 30% of your money on marketing to actually keep the business alive. I'm not saying this is a very bad strategy. So, but you want to have a mix of where you will now start reducing on the ad spend. So you start using those other monies for other things within your business and start to grow and expand your business reach. So you can keep running the ads, but once you have the profit, you can channel a bit of that money into developing something that will last a long time. So for businesses like this who aren't running ads for, like my website, I didn't run ads at all for the period of 1 year. I generated 16 leads from just form fields alone. The phone number on the website does not work. If we had a working phone number, we would generate even more calls and more leads for this particular website. So in your case, you could do that. And this costs reasonably a little $100 to actually achieve. Take that again, $100 to get all of these things set up to actually get 16 leads. 16 leads could be probably worth anywhere between $2,000 in the gutter industry. So it's something, it's a huge return on investment. So even with 2 jobs, you've gotten your return on investment back without having to do any work. And it's going to continue like this so long the website is up and you keep maintaining all of that. We didn't do much. We just built out this and we just let the website sit. We've never touched anything since the November of last year. And it generated even us lead within the second month. So it generated us lead within the first 2 months of operation. So we basically registered the website around the 1st of November. And so entire of November, it was there. Entire of December, it started there. By January 25, it got a first lead. So within 3 months, we got a first lead. That's what I want to make you understand. SEO takes time. It's not like ads. Ads, you can just spring up something within the next 7 days. Within the next 3 days, even the same day, you could actually start getting leads. But this might not be quality leads. Depending on how well you set up your ads, you could actually get quality leads that way. But as against paying for them, you get them free of charge. So let's go back to the video again. So basically, I'll basically walked you through the experiment we ran. We built out this one-page website, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what made it a success, what made Google trust the website. So first of all, the first thing we did was get an exact match domain. An exact match domain simply means you put your service and the city in which you offer the service in order to claim this particular domain. Google kind of loved this domain for reasons beyond our comparison. It's just what works, and you can see it worked with our case here. We're ranking even above Yelp for this particular keyword, rainwater installation in Texas. We are ranking above Yelp and other big authority websites right here. So it's something that is working right now and something you want to emulate. It costs way less to even operate. So this is the first thing we did. The second thing we did was put the title tag. Like when someone searches for rainwater installation, you see this text on this blue link here, gutter installation repair. That is the title tag. We want to ensure that it has the services we render and the city in which we render it, and that's basically what we did for us. Here, the title tag, it has all of this, mimicking this same structure here, and this is what we have. Then another thing we did is the headline of the website itself, the website build itself. So we basically positioned all of the service we did on the title tag and the location with same repetition with the title tag also. Then the very first paragraph after the headline, the major headline, which is the H1, heading 1 tag, we also want to include naturally the service we render and the city in which we render it. And basically we had a form field here. Then you could have multiple phone numbers across the entire website such that it's sticky, so someone can just quickly call you. But in our case, these numbers don't work. It's just some random numbers we just placed on there. It doesn't work. So the next section we did was, okay, I have a service section where we list out all of the service, all of the related service we did. In our case, gutter installation, replacement, gutter repair, cleaning, downspout repair, installation and guard, and basically talked about a brief description about what that service is all about. But in your case, you could actually get a dedicated service page. I'll go to that right deep in the video. Then another thing we did was, okay, we'll talk about why people should choose this particular website for their gutter installation service, because a lot of persons who are clicking on this website don't actually know that it is owned by somebody trying to do a case study. They are looking at it as a legitimate company, and that's why they are able to fill in the form and book the. So you want to put enough markers to ensure that, okay, once someone comes onto your website, it is authoritative. You can see we provide very durable service. We provide installation replacement. We've been insured. We've been around for a while. All of the markers that instills trust in the customer is something you want to put right there. Then you also want to put kind of like a testimonial session where people talk about the kind of service they received from your business. Then a very important one you must not leave out is the frequently asked questions. So most people kind of negate this particular part. So when you search on Google for a particular service, you see frequently asked questions, usually within this local, like now someone searches for seamless gutters McKinney. There's a frequently asked question here people also ask. So you want to impute as much of these questions on your website, but you don't want to make it so general, like what are the downsides of seamless gutters? You want to narrow it down to your specific location. So in this case, you could say, what are the downsides of seamless gutters McKinney in McKinney? So you want to narrow it down to your specific city in which you operate in. Another thing you also want to do is include your zip codes that you service. So that particular location you service. So if you're in Canada, if you're in US, whatever area, if it has zip code, you want to include those relevant zip code. It gives Google that kind of signal that this is local, this is hyper local, this is hyper targeted to that specific location. Then you could look at the map section and see very popular landmarks within the areas that it is your service, and you want to naturally infuse them into the article that, okay, or if you live by this social and social high school, you could come out. So we are just 15 minutes away from you. We are 10 minutes away from you. If you live within a landmark that's a tourist site attraction within your city, you also want to mention that relatively within the page. And that's all we did. And it cost us around $100. Then in order for us to get this website shown on Google, we went a step further and kind of like uh, uh, got citations, got it mentioned on multiple directories. In our case, we hired someone on Fiverr, a freelance website, to do 400 citations to get our business website listed on over 400 citations on Google, and it cost us well over $75 to actually implement. In your case, you could negotiate with the seller. I could get you on for $65 or $60 for 400 citations in your case. So his name is Mohammed Waheed, and this is his thing. You can check my link in the description below. You will get all of these things done for us. So basically, that's how we're able to generate this number of leads, and with very recent one coming in October of this year, this month that I'm filming this video. So basically, that's all we've got for this section. So I basically walk you through exactly the things we did. We got this domain for $15 on Namecheap, $15 yearly on Namecheap, and we hosted the website for an entire year for around $24. We built out a single page website, not a fancy one. We used ChatGPT for content. I talked about the local directories we did. Then basically that's all we spent, less than $100 to actually achieve all of this. And we launched it again in November, and it's got the first lead in January. That is 2 months later, got the first lead in January, making around 3 months or so. And an homeowner looking to getting their gutters fixed, not tire kickers. Then another one came, and basically that's all it cost us to do. And this is over a 12-month period with just a single page website generating certified qualified leads. And that's upward of, if we were to charge for the customer, this could be around maybe $2,000 to $3,000 worth of leads. That is around 30x the amount we spend to generate this website. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the microsite strategy and what you could implement for your business if this is something that you're looking at. So if you serve multiple locations, so if you're a business owner around in McKinney now and you serve multiple locations, you don't want to have just a one-page website targeting multiple locations. So while that is good, as you can see from Google, that these are our authority website, but their own page, which is gutter.com McKinney. So like this one, texaspainting.gutters.com, does not actually target the main service on their main homepage. So they're targeting a different kind of keyword on their homepage. So that's why we're able to use that. That's why us, a small authority website, is able to outrank them, and we're able to even outrank Yelp for a keyword like this, rainwater installation McKinney, Texas. So that's how we're able to outrank them. So we've seen that this is what Google loves, and this is what Google favors. So while inner pages still rank, but you also want to target each of these particular cities, building out each website for each of them. So take, for example, like in our case, we're able to generate anywhere between 2 to 5 leads per month. That's a lot of leads per month for the number of cities you service around yourself. So we'll build out at least 60 to 100 page website, which is a microsite. We call it a microsite, but basically it's a robust website that builds authority that integrates everything we've talked about in this video, like we did with our gutter case study website. So the basic structure is we have the home page targeting the primary keyword which we're servicing and the location. Then we have service page built out to target related services you do nearby locations. Then we multiply that by the number of service pages we are targeting, and we have a full-blown site that the home page outranks even high authority websites like Yelp, Angie, and big franchises that Google tends to reward because of their domain authority. If we do the math, this brings us around 8 sites and 12 leads per month, 12 to 30 leads per month without spending even $1 on ads. And the return on investment is massive. If you want to do this for yourself, you would not spend more than $224. That was a calculation. You spend around, let's say, $250 to get all of this set up yourself. With everything I've told you in this video, you just need to get all of this done yourself. The content, get it done by yourself using ChatGPT, instruct it. But if this is not something you can do for yourself, it's something we can help you do. and you don't even have to pay for ads. So why does work long term anyway? So instead of paying for ads, you could start reducing your ad spend once the SEO starts kicking in. It takes anywhere between 3 to 12 months to actually get full blown results from your SEO term. So what we didn't do in our case is we didn't build press release. So we would have issued out the press release, generating us even more links to our own, more links pointing to our own page. So us giving Google that signal, that ranking authority that okay, we are now available for business. So imagine 800 websites talking about your website. That is a massive ranking signal in the eyes of Google. Then we could also go a step further by using my mentor's link called backlinks. So we could actually use this niche edit service or local guest post. What's a guest post? A guest post simply means I uh, an high authority website writing an informational article or any kind of article and linking back with a link to your website. That is a backlink, and basically costs anywhere between $74 to $90 per link, uh, depending on the pricing structure you want for your business. So if we had all of this done and maybe spend anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 on this local service website, we could have generated even more leads. We could have generated upwards of 10 to 15 leads per month with just this website alone, because we could rank for multiple variations of the keywords. Number one, for multiple variations of all of these keywords. So if you're stuck on a specific page and you know your own page, everything is all narrowed and dialed in, you want backlinks. Then you want to implement schema markup on your website basically to get all of these ranking boosts. So that's how we're able to generate this number of leads and we can do for your business. So if this is something you're interested in, we can build this out for your specific business. We can build out individual websites with no fingerprints, all of them having dedicated phone numbers, dedicated DNS records. Everything is all specified to that particular service area. And in amidst this, we are looking for a business, we're looking for local businesses to partner with to help them optimize their Google business profile, because we don't have a case study yet. So we need something to be able to talk about with our results we've seen on YouTube. So we're opening this partnership such that we're able to help you optimize your Google business profile and generate you even more calls. You only pay when you see results. Then we also build you an automatic uh, review generation system where with just a swipe of a button, it sends an automated sequence of messages to the customers you've serviced to actually leave a review for you on your Google business profile. And we also have a missed call text back set up for you. So should in case you're busy with work, it automatically texts the customer that calls that you will get back to them immediately. So it stops them from actually calling the next business owner. They see that you care, you worry about them, and it's something they can actually follow up. Then we also have an AI widget that automatically book appointments for you even whilst you are asleep. For those persons needing an emergency plumber, they just go onto your site and they chat with someone live, and they think it's someone, but it's actually an AI they are communicating with, and you get them booked up for that particular call. And this is a one-time project. You just do it and you just keep maintaining it, following it with links such that your competitors do not get a hang of it and try to outrank you. So over the next 90 days, this is something we are offering for you. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to pay basically for the domain setup and every other thing, and we can discuss to see exactly what your competition is in your market and look for a reasonable way to get you done. Remember, we are looking for free trials for Google Business Profile Optimization to see results. You only pay when you see results. So if you find this video helpful, or if you have any questions, leave a comment in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow this channel. Thank you for watching, and looking to see you up in the next video.